he told the babysitter that there was a monster under his bed.
Don't worry, it's just Diddy.
She assumed he was just imagining things.
He's imagining.
So to make him feel better, she kneeled down to look. But instead of just dust and toys,
oh hell no, what's that?
She saw a grown man.
What the What's good, y'all? Welcome back to RICHLEV Fam. Gang. Now today, bro, we're doing something we haven't done in a long time, bro. We're gonna be watching the one, the only Zack Dih Films, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out Zack Dih Films. Make sure you guys go subscribe if you haven't yet, bro. I always post peak banger content. I just realized lately, I think I might have said in another video, but this dude posts like 4 or 5 videos a day or something, or at least like every other day. Like, it's crazy. So his team must be massive for them to do all the research and then the animations and stuff. But hey, that's a good automated business right there. I ain't gonna lie. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn. Let's see. All right, bro. So I cannot remember where we left off because I reacted so long ago. So I'm gonna just see something to catch my eye and just click on it, bro. How far can your tongue stretch? Bro, get your freak.
If you curl your tongue back and up into your nasal cavity.
Oh hell no! I was about to do the first thing. The second thing, hell no. What you mean if I do it? I can't do that shit. I'm not no freakiana.
Into your nasal cavity, touching the soft palate.
Oh hell no.
You're practicing what's known as Kachare Mudra.
Nah, that's called get your freak ass on, boy. That's what that's called. I gotta correct you here, Zack Dih Films. What you mean, bro? Ain't nobody do this. Like, who's doing this in real life, chat? You go ahead and try to do it right now. As you're watching the video, do it. Nah, bro. If you can do it, get your freak. What is you doing, bro? Like, what are you practicing to be able to do that?
You're practicing what's known as Kachare Mudra.
Kachare
This
Mudra.
yoga practice starts with you stretching your tongue daily to increase flexibility.
Bro, this nigga need to get his freak ass on, man. Nah, deadass. You see how he looking at us, though? Why he looking like that, going like, hell no, bro. Yo, grown ass man.
To increase flexibility.
All right, chat. I guess instead of going in my weight room and working on my muscles, I gotta work out this tongue. You know what I'm saying? Wait, pause.
Then you'd roll your tongue all the way back and gradually extend it down your throat and up into the nasal cavity. And once inside, you'll hold your tongue there and focus on your breath.
No, the hell I won't. I ain't doing none of this. Hell no, but oh my god, just think about that. Made my throat hurt. Like, what the hell? Yo, what muscle you hitting today? Tongue, bro. Yeah, I'm hitting straight tongue, bro. Tongue, no tongue so whole. I'm talking about real tongue, bro. It's all giggles till your tongue is stuck and you can't breathe. That's what I'm saying too. Like, wouldn't that block your breathing? I mean, if something's blocking my neck, I'm assuming that I can't breathe, right? I'll put my whole damn tongue down my neck. Like, what the fuck? In English, this exercise is called why. That's enough internet for today. For real, bro. Yo, Zack Dih. This is why I call him Zack Dih Films, bro. Because what is this, bro? How ant colonies evacuate during floods.
If an anthill floods, worker ants quickly gather the queen and larva, prioritizing their safety. Next, they link their bodies together, forming a living raft that floats on the water's surface. This raft...
I mean, humans can do this too, but you know what I'm saying? Some people gonna have to drown. It is what it is.
Queen and young ants at the center, ensuring their survival. The ants on the bottom row work together and rotate to avoid drowning. They navigate to higher...
Wait, what is that right here? They wait, hold on.
Work together and rotate to avoid drowning.
Oh, okay. So that's how they don't drown. Because that was one question I had in my head a little bit. It's like, isn't some of these motherfuckers going to drown or whatever? But they keep rotating. But hey, what can I expect? Ants are actually super smart, bro.
Navigate to higher ground, maintaining the colony's structure.
Wow, that's so cool, bro. But yeah, we've been learning a lot about ants, chat. We watched a lot of ant videos lately. Ants just born. What is my purpose? Queen, you're a boat. Let me drive the boat. For anyone wondering, this is a species of ants, fire ants, not ants in general. Most species will drown or lose the majority of their colony. Really? Oh, wow. I actually didn't know that. I assumed all ants were like this, bro. I thought all ants were him. A toddler fell into a well. Womp womp.
The toddler fell 50 feet into a narrow well.
Oh my
Rescuers lowered ropes, trying to loop them around the boy.
Oh god, no tailbone after that.
Heavy machinery to dig the pipe out, but it took 11 hours just to dig a few feet down. Finally, a passing teenager offered to go in himself.
That's actually a good idea.
To his waist, and he was low.
That's probably the best scenario because obviously most of the guys around are going to be grown adults. Well, obviously all of them, you know, they have this type of job where they're rescuing, or maybe it's just a random construction worker. I don't know, bro. But yeah, this is probably the best case scenario. Put someone in there that actually fits down there, and then be able to just lift them up. But that's going to be hard on his own because he's got to use his strength to carry this kid. I mean, who knows if he has that or not? If he drops him, it's cooked, bro. Barbecue chicken.
A rope was tied to his waist and he was lowered in head first. With a flashlight strapped to his forehead, he stretched out his arms to grab the child. And when they pulled him...
Yo, you know it'd be the nightmare scenario if he does this and then he gets stuck too, bro. Oh, hell no. Imagine he gets like stuck halfway, you know, coming out, bro. And now they got to worry about how to get them both out.
And when they pulled him to the surface, he brought the toddler back up.
Nice. That was good. Hey, W Toddler for surviving. Because I don't know how the fuck he survived that fall in the first place. Like, what? I watched the real video of this rescue. Tears filled my eyes. This teenage boy was a real hero. Damn, bro. I mean, he is. This is a real story, though, huh, chat? I keep forgetting, like, some Zack Dih Films, they're mostly kind of true stories, right? Or are they not? So, are some of them kind of made a little more exaggerated? Or not? I don't know, chat. The team was a real hero. Respect to that team for sure. The child looks like an adult with that face. Yeah, the child looks very, very creepy. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I was like, oh, should we just leave him? Magic trick explained.
How did David Blaine bite this quarter in half?
All he did is just bite it. Yeah, you gotta be a real G, bro. I mean, our teeth are strong enough, you know?
Well, if you thought it had something to do with the actual quarter, you'd be right. Some people think he swaps the coin out in the middle of the trick, and others think it has something to do with the metal. But he actually uses a gimmick coin to perform this trick.
So
it's made up of two parts held together by an elastic band. But once you see how it works, this trick becomes a little less impressive.
Yeah, low-key, it's just pretty much using a fake coin that looks as realistic as possible. I mean, people are not gonna look at coins and be like, is that real? Like, it's not the same as dollar bills where you could clearly kind of see or you could tell when it's fake, bro. It's just a coin. The masked magician is still the go for revealing the secrets. Everybody all right till he actually eats the quarter. Yeah, if he swallows it, that would be more impressive, man. How an anteater's tongue works. Oh, what that tongue do?
An anteater's tongue is so long that it can reach the bottom of a huge anthill.
Never mind. I don't want to see what that tongue do, bro. I'm good on that. Yo, anteater, you could stick to eating ants, bro. Not anything else.
Once inside, they use their tongue to navigate the tunnels while looking for ants. Then they'll flick in and out rapidly, trapping the ants on their tongue.
Oh my gosh.
They can do this because their tongues are coated in a sticky saliva. They'll suck their tongue back inside their mouths and feast on the ants.
They're so ugly. I'm sorry. What the hell is this, bro? Yo, freaky ass tongue, man. I mean, what if the ants bite them or something? Do they even feel it? Like, is the coating so thick that they don't even feel like if they're trying to bite them or something? Because they look like fire ants right here. I mean, they're red.
Do this because their tongue...
What will happen? Or they just get stuck and they can't even move on it. You know what I'm saying? Like a spider web or something. I love that there's animals made specifically to harass ants. Yo, I don't know how I feel about that, bro. Like, I've been liking ants lately, so this kind of pissed me off. As long as you don't get YN jit, bro, we're good. Swallowing a tooth? Oh my gosh. Wait, I feel like this is low-key really easy to do, chat. I feel like I almost did this a couple times as a kid. Like, your teeth just randomly falls out, and then, like, you almost swallow that bit. I feel like somebody could really do it. And we could swallow it. It's not like our teeth are so huge we can't swallow it, but it would probably be so weird. It tastes so nasty.
If you accidentally swallow a tooth, it travels down your esophagus and into your stomach.
Zack Dih Films stomach, specifically. So it's gonna land in Zack Dih Films stomach no matter what. As you can see, chat, just pay attention to the watermark, bro.
Your stomach.
Come on.
Then powerful acids and enzymes start breaking down the softer parts of the tooth, like the pulp. However, the enamel is more resistant and might not fully break down. Next, the partially digested tooth moves into the small intestine. Are you gonna shit it out? Where it continues to be broken down by bile and digestive enzymes.
Oh lord.
Finally, any remaining fragments are passed through your digestive tract and excreted with waste.
I wonder if anybody like just straight up shit their tooth out and you can see it in the poop. Oh hell no. Animators need a raise for both their fascinating and traumatizing animation. For real, bro. Like, imagine making this piece by piece and you're just making something about literal poop coming out someone's ass. Like, oh hell no. I get grossed out and just stop working, bro. Why ninjas walk like rabbits? Okay.
They place the ball of one foot on top of their hand with their palm facing down. And with the next step, the other foot does the same. Now, this allows their feet to rest slightly on their hand.
Yeah, and they don't make any noise by doing that either. Wow. I mean, their hands could technically still make some noise, but it's nowhere near the effect of them putting like their whole weight on the ground first. You know what I'm saying? Initiating that
with their touching the ground, and it keeps their weight spread out.
Yeah,
which
like
means
spreads it out better.
They can walk over twigs without snapping them. Even though it was slow, it let them move silently toward their target.
You low-key gotta be kind of flexible and strong to do this though, and your balance gotta be on point too.
Giving them the element of surprise.
Oh my gosh. All right, now I know how they did it in Assassin's Creed. Nah, Assassin's Creed didn't move like this. Tried this and safe to say my knees are louder than That's why I said, bro, like, you gotta have good knees, flexibility and shit to do this, man. There's a high risk of farting. Yo, low-key. And then it smells like shit. You know what? That might help you, though. Because if your fart smells so bad, that might scare away the enemy. So, hey, whatever works for you.
The performer blocks the main mouthpiece with their tongue while blowing into a tiny hidden hole. This reroutes the air into a second tube, spinning the small wheel on top. Now, it looks like a medical device.
Yeah, what the hell is that, though?
To test your lung power. But if you tried, you would assume that you should just blow into the mouthpiece. But this would cause the air to travel down a tube, triggering a hidden mechanism. It releases a burst of white powder through a secret hole and right onto your face.
What the fuck? What is even the point of that, though, bruh? This gotta be like a prank thing, dude. Spewing cocaine and getting your friends arrested. But just have been real quiet since this dropped. Haha, prank, now you have anthrax. Haha, got you, bro. Ha ha ha. Literally all pranks nowadays, bro. Haha, got you. You're in a coffin, but I got you, bro. At least I pranked you before you went, bro. The aliens cut this rock in half.
This huge rock in Saudi Arabia is perfectly cut in half, and no one knows why. It's been around for 4,000 years.
The only thing I would assume would be from like an earthquake or something, right? I'll assume an earthquake like split it and it just happened to be perfectly in half. Is this really perfect though? I don't know. It feels like the right side might be a little more in volume, but if you count this little hump right there, it might get it perfect. I don't know.
Years, and scientists still don't know exactly how it was cut in half. Now, some have speculated an ancient civilization carved the rock in half, and others believe it was cut in half by the same aliens who built the pyramids. But the most widely accepted theory is that the rock just naturally settled like this and broke in half on its own.
That seems like the most likely scenario, is that it just happened like that, earthquake, or just, I don't know, the rock is so fucking big that the weight of it leaned more towards one side or whatever. But yeah, there's always that question of who are the fucking people that built the pyramids, because that's genuinely a question I have. I know, you know, us humans are capable of a lot of things, but those motherfuckers huge, bruh. Huge, very intricate. Like how? Like I'd just be wondering. I mean, we didn't have really nothing to do back then, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't completely out of the question to do over hundreds of thousands of years. So I don't know. How cast saws don't hurt your skin.
Why doesn't a cast
Oh my god, I got a story for you guys.
Skin underneath the cast? Well, you might think the doctor is just extra careful during this process, but the answer actually lies within the saw.
Within the saw, yes.
This saw doesn't spin. It actually vibrates, and these vibrations are able to cut through hard materials, like the plaster in a cast. But when it comes to softer, more elastic materials like skin, the small teeth of the blade can't get a grip while it's vibrating. Instead, it sort of just pushes the skin back and forth.
So it's just a vibrator for us, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it serves a purpose as. Anyways, but yeah, chat, I remember I had a cast in like in high school. I think it was my freshman year going into my sophomore year, and bro, it was the worst shit ever, bro. Like I didn't actually get this saw thing, and the reason I didn't is because I took that bitch off early, my damn self. Yup, chat. I wanted to be on like the varsity football team and shit, and it was like the summer, and I just wanted to play, bro, because the cast was just limiting me on what I could do and shit, and it felt like I was okay, you know. I wasn't like super far up. No, I was super far up. I was supposed to have that bitch on for like a year or something. I took that bitch off like 2-3 months. I don't know how long I had it. It was barely any time, and I took it off, and I think I'm still dealing with the consequences of that. I didn't even tell you guys what happened, but basically this wrist right here, I like fractured it. It was a fracture, and still now, like, it doesn't hurt all the time, but sometimes when I lift weights or, you know, do certain strenuous activities, I could feel like a little pain in there. So I wonder if yeah, I just messed up my wrist for life. So womp womp. But yeah, chat, that's cool, bro. If any of you guys have casts, I love how uncomfortably real the animations are on this channel. For real, that visual explanation was fantastic. A monster under the bed?
He told the babysitter that there was a monster under his bed.
Don't worry, it's just Diddy.
She assumed he was just imagining things.
He's imagining.
So to make him feel better, she kneeled down to look. But instead of just dust and toys,
oh hell no, what's that?
She saw a grown man.
What the boy, you know how fast I pull out that bang. Wait, hold on. It's YouTube. Let me calm down, bro. YouTube gonna think I'm for real, bro. Like I'm for real YN or something. Anyways, yeah. This is when you get the Glocky on a 3000 and blast his glass, boy. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Ain't no motherfucking. In the dark, staring at her. He leapt out as soon as she saw him, throwing her to the ground and sprinting out of the house. He ran as fast as he could, but it wasn't long before he was caught and sent to jail. Nah, he needed to be sent under the jail, my nigga. Like, you doing some weirdo shit like that? Yeah, you gotta be dead ass banned from the earth. I'm not even playing around. Like, this is not a play around meme. He's gotta be banned. Like, no. He's got to be out of here. Death sentence is something, bro. You're weird as fuck. Seeing that guy under your bed is scarier than a monster. Yo, hell yeah. Not gonna lie, seeing a real person under my bed would have been scarier than seeing a monster. That's so fast, because think about that, chat. Like, seeing a real person, that just gets spooks on you. It's like that one feeling you have when you have sleep paralysis or something. You feel like something's really in there. Well, that's technically a monster, but sometimes it'd be like a visual representation of somebody or something. Or what's a different example? Like when you're home alone and you're just in the dark and you feel like you've seen a shadow walk past, bro, and it's like a person. Nah, that shit's like a scary feeling. Like, you don't even be thinking about monsters necessarily. It's just like somebody in the freaking house, like somebody trying to rob us. Like, what's going on? Escaping a grain bin.
If you fall into a grain bin, most people might try to climb out, but this is nearly
bro, all you gotta do is just be the throat goat and eat all the grains, bro, and then, you know, just spit it up, make a little step like a Roblox obby, and then you can just jump on top of everyone.
Possible due to the shifting grain, which acts like quicksand and can cut off your ability to breathe. Instead, you should create an air pocket around your face by cupping your hands. If you're trapped and sinking, move slowly to avoid further entrapment. Call for help and stay calm, keeping an air
ain't nobody hearing you in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie, it is what it is, bro.
Pocket around your face until rescue arrives.
Nah, yeah, that's just a fucked up situation. I saw a documentary of a young man surviving this horrible story. He bought himself a mask the day before, saved him a bit from suffocating. Damn. Oh my gosh, that was the best purchase of his life, bro. If you fell into a grain bin, you could die. Yeah, pretty much. That scream seriously caught me off guard. When royal guards wear the straps above their mouth,
have you ever wondered why royal guards wear their chin straps above their chin?
Because they need to shut the fuck. Oh, it doesn't cover their mouth. Okay, so they don't need to shut the fuck.
This has always bothered me because we all know it's not keeping the hat secure,
bruh.
Which, believe it or not, is kind of the point. You see, if a soldier was wearing the strap correctly and then their hat was shot, apparently that would be bad for their neck, which reportedly is why they wear them like this.
I mean, that's cool and all, but you kind of look retarded. Just a little bit, bro. He answered questions I didn't think of. Yeah, I never thought of this question because I never really paid attention to that in the first place. The hat basically increases soldiers' headshot hitbox. Well, don't wear a bear on your head and you don't have to worry. Nah, that's kind of facts though. But low key, chat, if you think about it, this might actually say though, because you know, most people don't have big ass heads that match this. So when somebody trying to go for a headshot, they might not aim down. They might aim like in the middle or something. Yeah, low key could save their lives. I don't know. Dropping a nuke in a volcano. Oh yeah, we do this every day, chat.
If you dropped a nuke into an active volcano, it would most likely just melt before it could detonate.
Oh, really?
If the nuke was transported into the magma chamber and timed just right, the intense explosion could vaporize the lava, turning it into a superheated gas. This lava vapor would rapidly expand, causing an enormous pressure wave. The explosion would send molten rock, ash, and gas high into the atmosphere.
Yo, I wonder if that would be low-key like the same effects of a meteor strike or something, bro. Because of all the molten and the rocks just flying because of that huge explosion. Oh my gosh. Nuclear researcher in his spare time be like, volcano, I will melt you, nuke, not if I vaporize you first. North Korea taking notes right now. Oh my gosh, bro. They're not taking notes, bro. Hopefully not.
A single drop would fall, hitting the prisoner's forehead. Then another falls, and another.
God damn.
At first, it's just annoying, but the prisoner is strapped down, completely unable to move. And the drops keep coming.
That would be annoying, bro. You literally can't like wipe the water out of your face or something. What if it gets in your eye? You know how sweat kind of gets in your eye? You need to like, you know, rub it out, whatever. As you get that feeling, but there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to deal with it or like just excessively blink.
Landing in the exact same spot. As hours pass, the skin becomes raw and each drop stings. They fall slowly, around one every few seconds.
I didn't even think of that part.
The tap would shut off at random intervals, leaving the prisoner anxiously waiting for the next drop. Slowly losing their minds.
Yeah, that's low-key. This is a form of torture for sure. I mean, he's already tied up like he's being tortured in the first place. God damn, but that water thing just constantly going. Yeah, nah. The least painful punishment for breathing too loud in 1699. Wait a second. 69? Were they getting freaky back then, bro? Removing ganglion cysts.
You have a ganglion cyst.
Ganglion cyst.
A doctor can make an incision on top of the area.
Bro got balls in his hand?
These fluid-filled sacs are mostly harmless and usually form over joints. They anchor themselves to the joint using a string-like tissue called a stalk. And to remove them, a doctor will carefully cut off the stalk. Then the cyst is taken out of the joint and the incision is closed.
So I'm assuming that these cysts don't actually connect to any blood vessels and stuff, because if it did, this surgical procedure would be a lot more extensive. I'm assuming.
Joint using a string-like tissue.
The fact they're able to just cut it out, that's a good thing, you know. But sometimes certain things, don't they grow with the blood vessels or something, and it makes it like a completely complicated issue. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to think of an example of that.
Off the stalk. Then the cyst is taken out of the joint and the
just any tumor or something.
incision is closed.
That's crazy. At this point, bro is on a kid traumatization rampage. Low key, but at the same time, it's just straight educational, bro. But the little Timmies don't like edumacation. Why birds swallow rocks after eating?
Bird swallows the sharp rocks after eating its prey, and these end up inside its stomach. Now, this is because it doesn't.
I guess he wants to stay rock hard.
Doesn't have teeth to chew with, meaning the bones in its food could puncture its intestines. But if it eats these rocks, they'll rub against the bones. This slowly crushes them, allowing them to be digested.
Damn, and they just know that too? The fact that they know they have to do this in order to prevent, you know, the bones of the animals that they're eating to like not puncture their skin and shit. That's crazy. How do the rocks not puncture themselves?
And once the stones are smoothed out, the bird will spit them out and swallow new ones.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like, does it just stay in their digestive tract? They just shit the rocks out? But no. Wow, that's very crazy. I never thought about that, bro. So they swallow rocks on purpose to be able to smooth out the bones and stuff, but then in turn, it smooths out the rocks too, because they're both like rubbing together and shit, and then they just spit it out. That's crazy. The bird is honestly genius for thinking. That's what I'm saying. I knew I wasn't tripping. Like, they have to be genius to do that. 2 birds with 1 stone? No, 2 stones with 1 bird. 2 stones in 1 bird, bro. What to do with power lines following your car? Oh yeah, you died.
If you crash into an electric pole
you're done.
and the line falls, you'll get electrocuted if you just step out of the car. That's because touching the car and the ground at the same time creates a circuit. This means the electricity will travel through the car and into your body as it tries to reach the ground. Instead, jump out with both feet together without touching the vehicle. Now, the ground around the car could still be active. And if you take regular steps, your legs could actually create another circuit. So keep your feet together, shuffle away slowly, and don't stop until you're far from the wires.
What the hell? Like, nobody would think to do this though. But this is actually work. What is the science behind like keeping your feet together though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually curious as to why taking the steps forward exactly like this is different from just having your legs together and kind of shuffling. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, the baseline is that you become basically a conductor for the lightning to pass through and travel through to get to wherever it's trying to get to. But it's like you would think you would still be a conductor right here. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I need to search this up now. All right, keeping feet together prevents electric shock, particularly from down power lines, by minimizing the step potential, which is the voltage difference between 2 points on the ground. Shuffling or hopping keeps both feet at the same voltage, preventing electricity from using your body as a path of lower resistance to travel between them. Okay. So yeah, just potential difference. So you're not allowing the electricity to be like, oh, because you're taking 2 extra steps and it's not the same voltage, that means it's kind of a pathway to go through your fucking body. I guess, yeah. I'm still not understanding completely, but keeping feet together shuffling minimizes the voltage difference. Yeah, that's the main thing that I'm getting, is that the voltage difference. So it stays the same when your 2 feet are together, right? So that's why you shuffle to kind of try to keep the voltage difference the exact same throughout, you know, the whole time you're trying to escape. But yeah, check.
Shuffle away slowly and don't stop until you're far from the wires.
About 35 feet. I'm not stopping till I'm home. What the hell, boy? McDonald's scolding hot coffee. Oh no.
A woman spilled a McDonald's coffee into her lap in 1992.
That hurt me.
At the time, McDonald's...
Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Imagine spilling coffee on your dick, bro. I feel it in my...
1992. Now, at the time, time, McDonald's coffee was served at a scorching 190 degrees,
Jeez.
which is just 22 degrees away from boiling.
Isn't how coffee, I'm not a coffee connoisseur, so isn't this how coffee is supposed to be though? Supposed to be like super hot, you know what I'm saying? Or is that like excessively hot?
Woman ended up needing skin grafts
damn,
and
she
was
ugly.
hospitalized for 8 days because of the burns. And this wasn't an isolated incident. McDonald's had received over 700 complaints about their dangerously hot coffee. The company faced massive backlash, leading them to finally lower the temperature.
Not so hot. Wow, so that was a real thing and like forced them to lower it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not like a big coffee fan, bro. I mean, sometimes I go to Starbucks and get like some lattes and shit like that, but mostly frappuccinos. But yeah, I never like liked hot coffee and shit. So yeah, I don't know, chat. What do you guys like your coffee super hot, or you like it kind of hot, you know, barely hot? I feel like this completely glosses over how much McDonald's spent on making the public think it was a greedy lawsuit. Truly evil. Yeah, I mean, businesses are gonna act like businesses, bro, at the end of the day. Fun fact, the reason coffee was so hot was to hide the poor taste of the low quality beans they use. Can't taste anything if it is burning hot. Learn this in a law class. Wow, that's actually insane if this is true, bro, because that would make sense on why, you know, there was probably some pushback on making it lower, you know, why they waited until there was so many customer complaints and probably lawsuits in order to finally lower it. Might make sense. Can you die from drinking too much water? Yes, you can.
If you drink too much water, the excess will fill up your stomach and get absorbed into your bloodstream. This can eventually cause your brain cells to swell up.
If you have any, by the way.
Which pushes your brain into your skull and increases the pressure. And depending on your size, if you drink around 6 liters of water in a few hours, your brain would swell up so much that you could go into a coma and die.
Damn, that's crazy, chat. I know there's probably been like plenty of cases on people dying drinking too much water, bro. That's why I'd be scared, bro. I used to be wanting to do those like, oh, drink a gallon, 2 gallons of water per day and you're good and stuff. First of all, I can never really do that, chat, because like I just be having to pee every 2 fucking seconds. And they say, oh, you'll get used to it. Hell no, I don't, bro. That should be lasting like the whole week or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just can't do that. You should drink a good amount of water a day. I would say like 4 to 6 cups, you know what I'm saying? 16 ounces is probably good, but I kind of drink less than that, to be honest. The most thing I try to focus on to stay hydrated is drinking electrolyte things, you know what I'm saying? So drinking like Gatorades, coconut water, you know, any Powerade or Body Armor, like things that actually have electrolytes. Or you could get those I think they're called liquid IVs. I love those. Or even they have Pedialyte ones that are really good. I focus on, you know, getting like one of those a day to keep me hydrated, because water is super good and everything, but it's like it's not gonna keep you hydrated enough to do lots of sports and be super active. And so like you need the salt, the magnesium, and the potassium and stuff, and all those are in those like hydration things, bro. The hero war dog.
The dog broke free from his handler and sprinted toward the enemy who was firing at them. Once he found the machine gun nest, the dog jumped inside and started attacking the soldiers.
Bro, the fact that he dodged those bullets already is a feat of his own.
Biting and clawing at them, and they quickly panicked and gave up. One soldier tried to run, but the dog grabbed him by the throat.
Yeah, war is over, guys. Let's go home, man. If I see this across the way and I'm shooting at niggas, yeah, I'm walking my ass home, bro. Ain't no way I'm getting stuck in this, man.
By the throat and
call me a plane, man.
Back. The dog was injured during the fight, but didn't stop until his unit was safe, and he was awarded several medals for his bravery.
Yo, dogs are such a W, man. This is why I love dogs. This is the only dog in American military ever promoted to rank of sergeant. Wow. He literally outranked many of the human soldiers in the squad. What? That's actually fucking insane. But look, that's well deserved. I mean, he was literally in battle. Just ran through bullets. Probably got shot a few times. Got chopped up a few times. Hit a few times and all that stuff. And still stayed persistent and did his job and everything like a real soldier's supposed to do. That's crazy. How to trick old vending machines.
Someone drilled a hole through a coin, tied a fishing line to it, inserted it into a vending machine, made a selection, and yanked it back out. Could they get free snacks?
Zack Dih eggs. What you mean by that?
Most vending machines
Did
now
eggs.
scan the metal and track how long it takes the coin to fall. Even if accepted, many have a small metal piece that blocks the exit, making it impossible to retrieve the coin.
And you have to go through this thing too. You can't just like leave it right here and then bring it back up, or else it'll probably detect it as like it's trying to get tricked or something.
The coin. But if the machine is old, checking only weight and size, and the slot isn't one way, the coin could be yanked out after it's counted, but before being swallowed. This tricks the machine into giving free unlimited snacks. This is also considered stealing, so don't do it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't try this, bro. Well, we got Zack Dih chips, Zack Dih chips, Zack Dih chalk chip.
If someone drilled...
I love the detail in this too, bro, the Zack coin. All right, chat, that was enough of Zack Dih Films, you know what I'm saying? I could literally get caught up watching a whole bunch of these, chat, but hey, like I said, he makes like shit tons of content, so if you guys want me to keep reacting to this, we can make it a thing, chat, let me know. And yeah, chat, let me know what else you guys want to react to, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.